we go, just after 1 o'clock. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk as we're broadcasting live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and of course our home, CentralValleyTalk.com. You're looking at a live picture right now of Fresno's historic Tower District. There's Tower, I gotta do it. How do I? Yeah, there we go. It's right over there. I used to do weather, and now just being a talk show host, I think my green screen weather skills, they're not as good anymore. Hey, hit me up on Facebook, Austin Reed on Air, also on Instagram and Twitter. So happy you're with us today. Another gorgeous spring day here in the Central Valley. My next guest, we're talking hair. You know, I just got a haircut yesterday, and I'm not happy with it. So I want to talk to you about that. Mike the Barber joining us live. You drove in from Hanford, so yes. Welcome to Fresno.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the Tower District. We were just talking before the interview today that you are a student right now at
Yes.
Paul Mitchell.
Yes.
So I want to talk about that, and I also want to talk about kind of why you have decided to become a barber. Like, have you always wanted to do this, or?
Yes. Well, honestly, I started off with sports. You know, every kid starts off with the sporting dreams and all that. But as I got older, my family financially, we kind of struggled a little bit. So it kind of just gave me some motivation to start barbering. I always had a passion. I always watched it on YouTube. Always started, or always was interested in it. And I just started with my buddies back at home in Hanford, and just became a business after that. My football buddies actually, and everybody got the memo. And started cutting randoms, regular people, cousins, family members, and started from there.
So, talk a little bit about the school at Paul Mitchell. Is it good? Would you suggest it for other aspiring barbers?
Yes, I would highly suggest Paul Mitchell, the school, Fresno. It's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to like learning more than just cutting hair. Like they teach you perms, they'll teach you chemical relaxers, they'll teach you facials, they'll teach you hair color, they'll teach you they'll teach you how to blow dry by every single technique, like very detailed work, and like they'll teach you how to do curls, different kinds of curls. There's so many things that you will learn there, and like I love it. It's a pretty good environment. You get to be yourself there. There's nothing negative I would ever say about Paul Mitchell. It's a pretty good environment.
And you've been doing it. You've been in the program now for what, 3 years?
No, I've been cutting for about 3 years.
You've been cutting for 3 years.
I recently joined Paul Mitchell. Okay. Maybe like during pandemic or like October.
So just a few months in. Really.
Yeah.
Would you suggest, for aspiring barbers, if you don't go to school for, becoming a stylist, are you not as good?
Really, when it comes to styling, or okay, so
even both, styling and being a barber.
Honestly, when it comes to just styling and just cutting hair, you kind of learn that on your own. But like, if you do go to school, they do teach you some techniques and all that. But honestly, when it comes to barbering, it's all about experience and like the amount of repetitions you do, and like it's just a lot of hard work that you just put in. Like me right now, I'm still young, I'm still growing, so I'm doing countless hours. Sometimes I'll do like 10-hour days, 13-hour days, 14-hour days. Like there's times like I'll be outside, I don't even see my family because like I'm working that hard. And like I'm just trying to like kind of build myself a little bit, and it's all about reputations when you want to start off. And the skills will come always, but honestly, I feel like the relationship that you build with people as you cut hair is way more important. And like people get discouraged a lot when it comes to their skill set or something, and it does matter at the end of the day, but you have to build a relationship with people so they'll understand your growth. They'll understand like that you're still like learning basically. And it's just a learning process for aspiring barbers. You just got to keep working.
We're looking at a video right now. This is you cutting, right? It's
Yes.
fast forwarding, and
Yes.
is it? We'll talk more about that.
That's just me just putting my work out there, honestly. I want
Okay.
people to see step by step. And like if anybody ever has questions to like about like a certain haircut, like for that specific haircut, that kind of just helps them like see what I'm doing like as I'm doing it. Like eventually I do want to start like doing tutorials, regular speed and things like that, but I just want to put my work out there so like if anybody ever looks like because I want to cut out here in Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody ever looks at my work, they can see what I do.
I like
just
that
on that
that
video.
Lakers drape.
Yep, I love Kobe.
Yep,
R.I.P.
I know.
Kobe.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Do you like doing as you're kind of going through this, and you've been doing it for a few years, and now you're in the school? Does it matter what kind of hair you're doing? I mean, whether it's somebody with long hair, somebody with short hair, is it all different?
Yeah, the way you go into a haircut, let's say, not really long hair or short hair. Let's say like different type of textures and like, I would say formations, but that's a school term. Like it's all different. Like let's say you want to do a short haircut, you want to do a nice and tight fade. He has really thin hair. You got to be careful with it because if you like go too high or something, it will just look bald, like kind of like a dirty lollipop a little bit. Like you drop a lollipop, you get the little. All right, well, and like let's say you do a waivers haircut on coarse hair, African American hair. It's different. You have to approach it differently. There's different approaches when it comes to barbering. Always, there's different techniques that you use, and you just develop that over time. It's like, it's just instinct. It becomes instinct after a while. After the years of experience, yeah, you're gonna mess up. I messed up plenty of times. Like I'm not perfect. I've had people tell me off before. Like it just happens. Like it's just all about experience. You learn from it. You never take a L. You take lessons, and that's pretty big to me. You have to be pretty thick-skinned as well when you're starting off.
Yeah. Well, because guys that maybe they had a barber for 5-6 years and then they come to you.
Yeah.
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's all about just being able to have that consultation with the client and like being very specific throughout the haircut. When it comes to like a specific haircut that they want, you have to walk them through it. You can't just do what you want to do and like expect them to like it at the end, because you could have upset clients. You could have people give you a bad Yelp review or stuff like that, and you have to like let's say when I'm cutting, and I don't know how to put this. All right, well, let's say I'm cutting and somebody wants to try a very specific haircut when it comes to like their long hair. They want to keep bulk on the sides. I'll walk them through. I'll show them the mirror. I'll have them hold the mirror and have a mirror behind them just to like make sure this is the specific cut that they want. And also I'll get a picture too. But like, I always just have to make sure it's the client's opinion first. And if like I think it's not gonna look good, like I could put my opinion in there as well.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's their head,
Yep.
not yours.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's funny that you mention about, when you go for a cut, me especially, like it's astonishing to me that, I need a barber, so I may be hiring you after this interview, but, this last place I went to, I'm not going to talk about it, but the person that was cutting my hair did not even show me the back.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know how the back of my head right now could look absolutely crazy. Is it all right?
Yeah, it looks pretty good, man.
Okay, all right, okay.
You're good.
But the person didn't show me,
Yeah.
and I was like, really?
Yeah.
And I think you can tell too. Like if they do your hair in like less than 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they don't really care.
Yeah. Me, when it comes to like my cuts, I usually take around 45 minutes, maybe an hour if it's a buddy of mine. I'm real precise when it comes to my work. Like I don't like rushing. I don't like just getting people in and out. I like building a relationship with my client, and I like precision. It's the details. It's the small details that make a haircut, a $25 haircut to a $65 haircut. And it's just really important to me to build that first. That's why, like, even when I'm like even when I was just starting out, I would take forever. And like that was me just trying to like use precision instead of just rushing people and just screwing them up. Even though I wasn't good when I started, like I still wanted to use those steps that I'm still doing now. And now, as you can tell by my work, I'm starting to perfect that. And it just takes a while, just a lot of reps.
And I would imagine too. I mean, it's that experience, but it's also, like you said, the relationship,
Yep.
and you can tell if they care
Yep.
or they don't care. If they
Yep.
don't care, it's going to be a quick cut.
Yep.
You know, I mean, the other thing, and it's just so funny because I only get haircuts like once every 3 months.
Yeah.
So it's random that you came on today as I got my haircut earlier this week. But I had asked for a line because
Yeah.
I like the line like right here. It's kind of in right now,
yeah,
you know.
kinda.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't even tell. And I
Yeah.
said it numerous times.
Yeah.
I want the line, and then didn't even. It was like a tiny bit. So
Yeah.
I think it's all in the detail, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we've got about a minute left. Anything else that you wanted to kind of talk about, or?
Well, if there's any like aspiring barbers or any barbers who see this, like I'm Mike, the barber. I do want to venture out here to Fresno. Eventually, like maybe I'll come back and advertise my shop when I'm
Sure.
opening a shop.
Yeah.
But for any barbers that like are kind of inexperienced or like need advice, just keep working, keep putting in those hours, keep grinding, keep like just let people know that you're trying, and like it might not come out the best, but just keep working, keep putting in that work, keep putting in maximum effort, and yeah, that's all I could say really. Just keep working. That's it. You got to be willing to work hard here, and
It's
in this
competitive world
industry.
too, isn't
Yep,
it?
Yep. It's like I like to say, it's a dog eat dog world. There's no poodles.
Right.
There's no poodles out here. You gotta be a shark.
Yeah.
You gotta be an alpha here. You gotta try to put your foot down and all that. Like I don't know. And how much time do I got left?
30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to shout out my peers over there at Palm Mitchell, and I also want to say happy birthday to my my barber instructor, Sarah Bowman. She's great. She taught me a lot of things, and she's yet to teach me more. But I'm excited for what
It's
she
her
has to
birthday
offer.
today?
Yep,
What's her name?
Sarah Bowman.
Sarah. Happy birthday, Sarah.
Yep.
Very good. And then people can learn more about you on Snapchat, right?
Yep.
Salcedo_559.
Yes.
Very good. Check it out. And then also on Instagram too, Mike the with an A Barber.
Yep.
Come back anytime.
Yep. Just let me
Update
know.
us on your progress
Just
too.
let me know. Yeah, I'll check in.
right.
I'll keep in touch.
Very
for
good,
sure.
Mike. Good to meet you. Thanks, brother. Appreciate
Yep,
it.
thank you.
I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We're back with more live local guests here in the 1 o'clock hour on this Thursday in just a bit. Hang tight.